All right, so we're doing kind of a wrap up. First, let's talk about the winner. The winner was the Shed.
Yes.
It won it all.
Yeah.
And
that's a cool place, man.
Boy,
I still think about that place. I do.
I know. I still have their sauces. Did you have their sauce yet?
I did. Yeah, it's about gone.
Is it good?
Yeah, I'll be going to Publix.
Oh yeah, they have it in 7. Now it's like 10,000 locations.
Really?
That sign is so old.
Oh wow.
So the Shed was our winner. It's funny because we got a lot of slack for knocking people for not having certain items on their menu.
Well, I mean, that was kind of our criteria, though, right? When we started out, these were the staples we thought a barbecue place should have.
Right.
So, and if they didn't, then
they get a big fat zero.
They got a zero.
Yes. So the bottom line is this, because I want to explain it to them, because they just whined the whole way. Well, dude, they didn't say they had brisket. It's like saying I'm opening a burger joint. Oh, I don't have onion rings. People are like, what?
We're not serving fries here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So we thought if you claim to be a barbecue joint, you have to have those 4. Those are staples.
Yeah.
Right? And if you go to the Shed, they'll tell you that's a staple. And I mean, the lady even said, really? Yeah, of course we have brisket.
Of course we do.
We're a barbecue joint.
Yes.
So we made a commitment before we went to any places that if they don't have it on the menu, and then they get a 0.
Yeah, it was simple.
And then we found out some places have it sometimes. Well, I'm not just hungry on the weekends.
I know.
Seriously. Mm-hmm. I really hate that you can only get prime rib on Friday nights or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
So if they'd have had brisket, you know which one we're talking about. If they'd have had the brisket, that one in just outside of Birmingham,
Saw's
Barbecue, they nailed
would
it.
Have
they
won.
Would have won it hands down. Hands down.
So Saw's Barbecue was the best barbecue.
It was.
If they had that brisket, they would have won it all. We would have declared them the winner.
So we didn't try the brisket, but with everything else we tried, you have to assume
it was good.
You have to assume it was really good.
So the guy at the counter tells us in the video, which you guys saw, get it? He said every so often. He didn't even know when they had brisket.
Oh.
And then the people in the back said weekends. So we're like, you know what, guys? I don't want to just have to come on one day. I come when I'm hungry and I want barbecue. If you're open, you should have all of the stuff above.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty small place, too. I mean, if they're just going to serve it on the weekends and the crowd there knows it, that place is going to have a line out the freaking door all the way down.
Absolutely.
The street. So,
absolutely. But people are hungry Monday through Thursday.
They are. Yeah. And there was a good crowd in there when we were there.
Yeah.
We were there kind of late. I mean, it was almost closing when we got there. It was like 8 o'clock.
That was huge. It was like when food is normally nasty, their stuff tasted like it just came out.
It just came out, I know. And some of the others, we got there first on a couple stops along the way, and it tasted like we were at the end of the day already. And we were their first customers. So yeah, there was a big shift. There was a big difference, in quality, I thought.
So let's talk about the worst place we went to. Do you remember what it was?
All right, you first.
All right, Dreamland Barbecue.
Oh my gosh.
Number one, when we did our research, we looked up barbecue restaurants. Nowhere, their website is dreamlandbarbecue.com. Not Dreamland Barbecue, we only have ribs.com. So and it got highly rated, so we thought, oh, Tuscaloosa, college town, boom.
Yep.
We're going to be right there. Let's try Dreamland Barbecue. They have 2 locations. And then we get there, and it says Dreamland Barbecue Ribs.
Ribs.
On their physical sign. Only. And nobody wants their greasy, sloppy sausage. Nobody cares about sausage like that.
No.
So we're there, and then they had like no side selection.
They didn't. What did we have? It was the beans. We had their beans.
The beans and the coleslaw.
You're right. They didn't have mac and cheese.
No mac and cheese, but like nothing else. They didn't have collard greens. They didn't have nothing. No cornbread. No nothing. And it was salty. The ribs.
Real salty.
The ribs were salty. They gave us the whole ribs, which I liked.
Yeah, they were good. Don't get me wrong, and they cooked them very well,
flawlessly cooked,
very well. But yeah, I felt like a deer in the backyard on a salt lick.
No lie, we were running to the car for bottles of water.
Oh, yeah,
it was that salty.
Oh.
But they were nice. I loved those people there. Corky's was a surprise.
Yeah, it was a big surprise. Being a chain, that they are. I thought Corky's was fantastic. I really did.
We thought they were going to be nasty tourist trap.
Yep.
And the 3 places we went to in Memphis, that was the best of them all.
Yeah.
That was crazy. It was crazy.
And they do have brisket on the menu. You know, I saw a couple comments in there from some of the viewers.
I guess we missed.
And
Yeah, we missed the brisket on the menu.
So good reading, and glad you watched the video in that detail, because there was a few of you that rewound and they went back and said, "Look, it's down there at the bottom." And
we couldn't find the brisket.
Yeah,
sorry.
Exactly.
So here's what cracks me up, though. 400 of you told us the same thing. You did such good reading on the menu that you saw brisket, but you didn't realize you're repeating what 400 people have already said. You didn't read the comments. So I'm just going to point out, right below you are 400 other comments that tell us brisket's on the menu. In case you didn't see it, like we didn't. All right, cool. I just have to do that.
Gosh,
I have to do that.
Oh my gosh.
We literally are we're literally filming these places, and we're like, okay, we can't say that. The viewer's going to say this.
Yep.
Oh, they're going to totally comment on that. And I mean, if I mention the word pot, everybody just talks about getting stoned.
Right.
That's all they do.
I hear
If
you.
I mention, building a wall in Mexico for a church, they go crazy. They're like, "You're building a wall? Really?" No, it's like you're trying to guess what you guys are going to say is crazy. So I just stopped playing that game. I'm not going to worry. We do what we do. We're just regular people, just like you guys. So that was awesome. So all right. So the Central Barbecue was hot.
Yeah.
Hot in that room.
Yeah, oh my God.
The tent.
Yeah.
It was
I just
literally.
think I was peeling toward the end of the week.
It was so hot, and I just hope somebody. And I'm like, "Can you lower the heat? Because we're dying in the tent." And she says, "Oh, it's broke." Yeah, I know. It's 900 degrees in there. It's broke.
It was really
no,
hot.
they can't
It is
adjust it.
hot.
It's either burn and fry, or it's 40 degrees in there and freeze, and we'll just roll sides of beef in. Mm-hmm. So that was,
No, it was brutal, man. That
totally
was,
brutal.
Yeah, and I don't know if that affected the taste of the food, because I couldn't get my mind off of how hot it was in there.
Crazy. Commissary started off on a bad foot.
We did. It did.
Yeah, she was all in our junk. That
The
waitress, she knew. She's like, how is it? What do you think? How is it? I'm like, God, I'm not going to tell you the truth. She was so sweet.
I know.
And took care of us and everything, but I got to wait to go. Anytime we go outside, it ain't good. If we love it, we're like, oh, we love it. Talk to the camera right now at the table. It's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that wasn't great at all.
It wasn't. There was a lot of people in there. So, I guess it depends on, what people like. Who knows. But, because that place was packed. Mm-hmm. It was. Actually, all the places we went to were really crowded, except the Shed, because we got there right when it opened.
But, we're like, hello, we're here.
By the time we left, it was full.
It was full.
So, yeah, it's really interesting how those things do.
So, and next week, you guys are going to see the behind-the-scenes footage. There's a place that said best pizza in town, right?
Yeah,
remember?
I think so, yep.
And it had a permanent sign that said that, like signage that lights up.
Dude, you killed me.
No, I'm serious. There wasn't like a
I
banner.
know. I'm telling you, you killed me, because we were in the far left lane, and we saw the sign. He's like, "Oh my God, we got to go now!" And he just whips it across 3 lanes of traffic.
I cut
we
everybody
go flying
off
into the parking lot, and we're like, "Let's go see."
And we're not going to tell you how that goes.
No.
We're going to let you know if it's the best pizza in town. We had to stop. Anybody who invests money in a real sign that says that on the side of the building, we have to check it out.
Yeah.
And then some other behind-the-scenes stuff, things we did on our travels. We went to
Whataburger.
That aired already.
I saw that. I saw some of it.
Yeah, some of it aired. Oh yeah, Jim, practice recording on your phone, would you? I'm like, all right, hold this. I'm like, okay, here's my first ever Whataburger bite. Are you ready? Click, and then it was just done. I was off. I'm like, did he really just turn the camera off? I was editing. I'm like, Jim, what did you do? He felt really bad about it. He wrote me. Yeah. But I had to show it anyway.
Jim's awesome.
So I really haven't shown my first Whataburger bite yet. So we have to go back.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I was trying to pull like the closest Whataburger to us, and it was like 180 miles or something.
Oh yeah, I'm not going.
I don't think so.
It ain't that good.
No.
If I'm driving that far, I'm getting in and out on the way. So this is what we're gonna do. Let's. So congratulations to the Shed, first of all, for winning.
Absolutely. You guys are great.
They put a lot of work in their social media. They put a lot of work in their store. They put a lot of work in all their food. 5 pit masters, 4 in the morning. 100 pulled porks a day. they're cooking, 50 briskets a day. Guys, that's massive amounts of meat that they're moving. They make their own sauces. They have a saucery, which you'll see in the behind the scenes. Their father makes the sauces for them. And we're talking about we want to wrap this up. We don't want to be going on and on, but we're talking about the next trip.
Yeah.
And what were we talking about?
Well, there was a lot of viewers that saw what we did, and there was a ton of comments that said, you guys need to come to Texas. If you want barbecue, then you need to come to Texas. So, Jack, we were just talking, and we're going to see what happens. There could be a possibility of going to Texas. And
we're working on sponsorship for that right now, but here's what we're going to do. And we're going to tell you right up front, guys, beef ribs. Not pork ribs. We're replacing the ribs. It's going to say beef ribs. We require, Texas always brags, we have beef ribs.
Yeah.
Everybody else does pork. We do
the best
beef.
beef in the world.
So
yeah.
the best beef comes out of Texas. We're going to Texas to try beef ribs and pulled pork and chicken and brisket. So if you want us to do Texas, if you have we're literally going to do like Amarillo, Austin, Midland, Dallas, Fort Worth. Yeah. We don't know if we want to go down to Houston. No offense, Houston, but it's not my favorite spot in Texas.
Yeah.
But maybe if there's
it depends.
Yeah, if there's a big desire to go to Houston, if there's some barbecue places.
Well, we made the drive though from Memphis, and drove straight down to Biloxi.
Yeah.
And there was the shed. So, I mean, that was well worth the drive.
We drove 5 hours for good barbecue for one place.
That was awesome.
So, if Houston's worth it, guys, let us know. So, we're planning that for, I don't know, we may be the fall or even the winter.
This won't be the summer.
No.
Guaranteed it won't be the summer.
Texas, have fun in Texas in the summer. But that's what we're looking at. Let me know what you think. Start giving us some barbecue places in Texas. And I'll work on sponsorship and getting this trip paid for.
Yeah, that'd be great. As Jim is home enjoying his grill of grills.
He's already cooked on it.
I know he has.
He sent us pictures. His brand new
so
smoker.
Funny. Yeah.
That's so awesome.
He wants us to come out there.
Absolutely.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Dyersburg.
Yeah. Oh, real quick. Let's talk about that. So when we picked, this is the last thing, then we're out of here. When we picked we randomly picked them. I randomly went through the list of all the emails that came in, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. I didn't do them all in consecutive. I just randomly picked 5 emails. Don't know who it was, right? And then I lined them all up, and then you picked. I numbered them 1 through 5, and then you picked 1 through 5.
I did.
So we picked. You picked 3.
Number 3,
the middle one.
Yeah.
And that was Jim. And we're like, oh my goodness, he's from Tennessee. Great. They're going to think we rigged it. They're going to think we can't get a guy from Tennessee. And you and I discussed it, and we said, no, we got to be honest. We got to stay with the random choice we picked, no matter what the backlash is, because he's from Tennessee.
Right.
Not one complaint. You guys gave us not one complaint that he was from Tennessee. You know what you complained about? That he was white. And that he was a man.
A man. That was it.
Okay, so number one, I'm from California. I don't see color. And I teach my kids. You teach your kids the same way. We have many, many friends that are Hispanic and black and Chinese. It doesn't matter. Your heart beats just like mine. So that wasn't an issue. We didn't even see who they were. He just picked a number. As for women, the reason there were not any women in that choice is because 75% on my analytics, 75% men watch my show. So there's a huge chance that out of 5, we have 500 entries. 500.
That's a lot.
We have 500 entries to go on this trip that could make it to Nashville and join us. 75% of that's going to be men. So if I pick 5, the odds of me picking a woman, and I got to tell you, if a woman won, I'd have to take the husband. Because there's no way I'm driving around with a lady in the car. It's completely unacceptable in my world. So if you want, ladies, if you win, it has to be either your kid, who's over 18, or a brother or an uncle. You can give it to somebody. Yeah. But there's no way we're driving around with a lady in the car. That's not happening. And we're not staying at hotels with a lady. So that's just not going to happen. So I just want to address that, guys. We're not like that. You guys are awesome. We try to give you good entertainment. We try to get you so close to the food that you can taste it.
Yeah, it was great.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys were great. It was huge success. Grill of Grills was real happy with it all. They're sold out. They're literally sold out of all their smokers, and they have back orders all the way into summer.
Wow.
No lie.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. If Jack decides, if he gets a sponsor for this Texas trip, and if he orchestrates another contest and to bring someone like you did, guys, I highly suggest that they send in an entry, because I'll tell you what, man, that was like almost the best 3 days ever. I mean, you're just out on the road, you're away from work,
great.
You're away from everything, and you're just around people, just everyday people, that are having a blast. We're cutting up, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of talk inside the van. It was really, really good. I mean, that's on the bucket list, man. Honestly,
we didn't think it'd be that good.
I didn't either,
No.
but to travel that far and just to get to do what we did, man, that was awesome, dude.
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity, guys.
It is. It really is. And I would strongly suggest, if you're going to do that you send in an entry, because it's well worth it.
So Mitch will be coming to the next trip if we can put it together, okay? So hang in there. We'll give you more details next week behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, guys. We love you. Take care.
Take care.
God bless.